Okay, so I guess it's time to see how good we did. So I think what I'll do is start in the middle. So we'll call that 0. Point 5. Point 5. Those are minuses. -1. Zero. 0. Point 5. 1. 1.5. 2. 1.5. Was a -1. Yep. -0.5. -0.5. -0.5. -1. 1.5. -1. -1.5. 2.5. -2. Okay. How far can I reach in? I just crashed it. Not that far. Just out of curiosity, I wonder how flat this wound up. Half below. Still half below. 1 below, half. Zero. From about 1.5. Stir within 1/2 of each other. One. That's within 2 total. Looks like, at least according to my granite. Don't know how good that is, but it's what we're gonna go off of and call this good. Well, I improved this a whole lot from what it was. Within 2 thou. Side to side, flat on the base now, so I've corrected some. I think the biggest thing probably here it's been gained is these dovetails should be parallel and the same now, whereas before there was quite a bit of wear on the side of this dovetail. I figured probably around 10 thousandths wear, so they probably couldn't get the gib to tighten this thing up. Also, this is the improved direction I think I would prefer it. It's higher in the middle than on the ends. So as the cutting force pushes down, it would tend to flatten itself out some, but if they're gonna scrape this in, that's not really gonna matter anyway. They're gonna correct any of that, but it should be a little easier time scraping, and they got all the scoring tough marks out of it. That's what they wanted to do. It's about as good as I can get out of it. I don't think I can do much better than that probably on my machine. At least not with something as flexy as this piece, without any real good ways to hold it without some special fixtures. But to be within 2 thou and 2 foot, including the coming on and off of the ends, I'm pretty satisfied with that. So you can see it's pretty good. Everything you can see it there now. So sweep this. So that's not bad. This other side. Pretty much within a 1/2 thou. Well, that's what I measured, so I'm satisfied that that's correct. So this is my setup for checking the dovetails. So see if I've got the angle correct. So what I've done is taken this precision square, and I've got it up square against the back of the compound. I took my big 8-foot straight edge and got it squared up to this. And I'll have to probably hold your free hand so you can see the indicator. I don't know how well this will come out. Try and zero it for you. I know y'all like looking at zero indicators. It's hard for me to hold all this, but let's see if I can move it. So, nope, doesn't do any good if you hit the thing. Re-zero it. Come back the other way. Minus a 1/2, back to the 0, 1. So that's beyond the range of travel. That's passed over halfway. So unlikely to be cutting on that side of the lathe. It shouldn't come over this far. Center line's right in here, so got about 1 thou of taper, looks like, and 12 inches of travel. So that should be about right for this machine, I think. It's supposed to be a 1/2 thou per foot, but a little stronger than that. Who knows how it'll perform, but it should be close. Within a 1/2 thou is not too bad. They can scrape it out further than that if they want to. I'm grinding this parallel. Got the residual mag turned on. I'm not using any hold down force, so hopefully that should minimize distortion. Okay, so this is my setup to do this cross slide. I don't want to clamp out here because I got to machine that. Also, I don't want to introduce any deflections in this if at all possible. So I'm bolted right through the middle of the compound because that's a flat surface and should be fairly stable. And I bolted these clamps to the outside that are up against it to fence it so this thing can't twist on me. That was the main deal because I need to pull this block out of the bottom that I squared it up on so the cutter can pass through. So now I have full access and this thing shouldn't be able to rock around. And I should be able to hit these surfaces. I need to take about 10 thousandths off of these and just whatever it takes to clean up the inside of these dovetails. I'm not going to touch this one on this side where the gib runs because it's got no wear. Also, it's in an angle and that'd be a lot more work. That's not necessary because that surface is perfect. So I'll just hit this side to get the scoring out down here at the bottom and see that. Too bright. You can see there's scoring a couple places in there. Not terrible though. But anyway, this will be cut with the same cutter that cut the other dovetails, so if there's any discrepancy in the angles, it'll correct too. I'll fire the mill up and we'll get to it. check this thing out here. So, looks like I'm about a half thou to half thou the other way. Back to 0. So, less than a thousandths on that side, and it's low in the middle, which is ideal. That way it doesn't rock. This was worn the opposite way to begin with. And it's gonna be messed up now. I hit it. Yeah, it's way low. So, there we are, same, 0. So half thou. 0. Half thou, 0. So I got that pretty good. It's within a half thousandths, and it's on the compound top, and it's not rocking on that side because the indicator's not moving. Let's flip it over, check this. So it's pretty good flat and parallel. It's a half thousandths indicator, so each one of those lines is a half thousandth, so it's less than a thousandth error anywhere. If this thing will hinge at all. And it says that corner's high, and this corner's high. No rock though. Solid. See, the match of the dovetail is good. Fits up nice. And this here is the clearance where they will put the turkite on this surface to take off what's been machined there, to restore the height, get the nut back where it's supposed to be too, bring it up, and then get clearance over top of this like there should be. And that side there will have to get turkite on the inside of the gib to make it fit over. And you can see it's got the same clearance underneath, so nice parallel. It's already sitting on it. Here's what I got. Plus a half thousandths on each end, low a half in the middle. And this side here is 0 on each end and half thou low in the middle. So half thousandths air on this side and a thousandths on this side, a thousandths overall. Least amount of air, and this is like 16 inches long by 10 square, so not terrible, I don't think. It's pretty much within the specification on a 1, 2, 3 type block, so they're usually half thousandths per foot, so close to that anyway. It's definitely better than it was. There's no more rock in it in any direction, so should be more stable and cut better. And they can take and scrape this in better if they want to. Of course, these surfaces are going to wind up getting Rulon glued onto them, so it won't really matter a whole lot anyway. Just make it a little less time to get it scraped in. There's less work here to be done because it's closer to being flat. So Bailey's come to give it the approval. Looks fairly even. So hope you enjoyed getting to see this, what I consider a fairly high class job. Trying to hold these tolerances over these long distances gets to be challenging, at least for me anyway. Some of you guys probably hold tents over, 20 feet all day, every day, but I'm not that good. So I just do what I can do with the machines I've got, and oh, that's too bad. It wouldn't be much work for somebody to scrape this in a lot closer than it is, or I mean, even if somebody wanted to sit down with a stone, they could stone on this a little bit and probably get it improved somewhat from what it is. Thousandths is a very small amount to be out, so it's not Robin Renzetti or solid rock type tolerances, but again, it's a lot larger component, and larger components typically have looser tolerances. It's trying to even determine whether or not you're within a thousandths over this distance gets to be somewhat challenging. Without this granite plate, it would be virtually impossible to be able to measure and confirm what was going on there. And this plate's never been inspected, so it could be somewhat off too as far as that goes. But I feel like that it's good enough to be measured within thousandths. So these halves could be questionable, but I'm gonna say it's probably pretty close anyway. So I went back in World War II when they built this, how much better than that it was. I'm sure it's probably scraped within a half thousandths or less, but it's definitely better than it was when it started, when it got here. So hopefully the customer will be happy with it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll catch you later.